And Rich Ferguson. Rich wrote a book, Tricks to Pick Up Chicks. Rich, good morning.
Mark and Brian, good morning. I'm so glad to be here with you guys.
All right, now, when you say tricks, what is it you're talking about?
I know, it makes people think it's like a seduction book or something. It's magic tricks, bar bets, pickup lines, psychology, anything you could imagine that pertains to entertaining girls or your friends and giving yourself an opportunity to showcase your personality and to break the ice with people.
That's what I was going to say, icebreakers to use.
Yes.
And have you had great success using some of these?
A huge amount, yeah. I've taught a lot of this to college guys all over the place, and they have a great time with it. It's not so much about just throwing a cheesy line or a cheesy magic trick at somebody. It's literally about an opportunity to have a tool in your hand that lets you just approach someone as a total stranger and just do something. Bam.
All right,
Pay
now,
attention, have fun with them.
all right, now, Rich, with that thought in mind, I would think that if you were to approach a girl or a group of girls in a bar and you've got a really great card trick, is this something that would fit in?
Absolutely. There is an entire chapter just on card tricks alone, but there's mentalism and bar bets and all types of different categories in there. But just the card tricks alone, if you walk up with the right personality, not looking like a cheeseball magician wannabe, and not trying to be mysterious like you're going to pull some huge magic trick out of your hat, but walk up like just a cool guy. Hey, you want to see something crazy? Check this out. My friend showed me this thing, and you just go right into it. You don't ask permission. You just go into it. They'll be intrigued because everyone likes magic, but nobody likes cheesy magic. There's a big difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was at a party one night, and there was a guy doing close-up card tricks that was absolutely amazing. And I can't imagine a woman in a bar or a group of women would not be entertained by that. And I think you're right. There is a cheesy way to go about this and just a straightforward, hey, check this out way.
Right, exactly. And as a matter of fact, the thing that's cool is when you're in an environment where you're trying to impress a girl, let's say, which is kind of the main focus of the book, if you can get other girls and other guys to be impressed with you too, that really is an attractive thing to the girl. So if you're performing for a girl and a couple of other friends of hers, and other people are looking at you like, this is pretty sweet, well, she can't deny the fact that you're attractive. It's an automatic thing.
You know, what I also enjoy, if they're challenging and they're not cheesy and they don't have a cheap ending, is the bar bets. Like, I think Mark, my partner, brought this in, that he could light a cigarette and take 2 puffs of it and blow out the smoke, and the cigarette will still be the same exact length. Have you heard of that one?
No, I haven't. No.
I got to give it to you for the next book, but I charge you.
I love bar bets, and you're right. They're fun because it takes the pressure off of everyone. There's not the worry that a trick's not going to work or anything, because bar bets are usually play on words, or there's something clever going on. You know?
All right, now this one I'm kind of interested in, Chapter 4. When you're in the process of, doing something to a girl or with a girl in a bar, you need to be reading the body language. Go into the bit of that.
Well, yes, the book is called Tricks to Pick Up Chicks, and like I said, it has all these other things in it. One of the chapters I included was body language, and that's because I'm fascinated by the science of body language. I know you two are really heavily into poker. I'm a huge fan of yours. I followed you guys, and I know you've been involved with some poker tournaments down there in L.A., and I'm actually a host of several poker DVDs and a columnist and all that, and so I'm heavily involved with mentalism and poker and things that pertain to body language, so I've always been into it. So I thought it would be prudent to put in a chapter that is all about body language specific to guys and girls and that interaction, especially when a guy is walking up to a perfect stranger, a girl, how to read them. And it's everything from shifting feet to hands to facial expressions to what she does with her mouth and her tongue and her eyes to let you know telltale signs if she actually it likes you, or if she's just kind of stringing you along and she's not interested. So either way, because a lot of times you get a misread. A girl acts like she can care less about you when in fact she really is into you. And I think a lot of guys confuse those signs because it's confusing.
This is a subtle thing. When I see a girl kind of make a O shape with her mouth and then pump her fist in front of her mouth with her tongue sticking in and out of her cheek.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's a subtle sign for me.
Yeah, it's very subtle. Well,
Yeah.
you know
Well-
what? You have to start to learn to pick up on stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
really should.
Rich, congratulations. Your book doesn't sound bad, and you didn't come off like a tool.
Oh, thanks, man. No, yeah.
Well, check it out. It's called Tricks to Pick Up Chicks. For information, you can go to theicebreaker.com. Rich, appreciate it.
Rich, do I have your permission to give?
Also, have them go to Amazon too, because Amazon's knocked it off right now. It's only $14, which is the cost of like a drink or two. So that's the place to maybe even grab this thing. Maybe even it sounded weird, but Father's Day's coming up, but it's not something you want to give your dad because it's tricks to pick up chicks. But I'll tell you, I've had so many dads love this book because it's really just how to have fun with people.
Yeah.
So it works.
Well, I learned something here. In fact, since we've done so much promoting of your book, can I give away one a bar bet?
Absolutely. Yeah, I sent you guys a copy of my book. Check it out.
I do.
Yeah.
I looked through it.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give away one here.
Sure.
Every bar or many bars have, the books of matches. The soft matches that you
right.
tear out.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm looking at you and I'm holding up that little match, and I bet you $5, Mark, that I can make this match land on the thin side. The very thin sides. And are you going to take that bet? I wouldn't.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay, he'll take it. And all you do, and this might get you punched in the face, but it actually, you've accomplished what you're saying. You bend the match. So it has to land on the thin side.
Right.
Rich,
And
we
of course,
appreciate your time.
You got to try it dropping it before you bend it to kind of paint the picture of what you're kind of inferring to them what to do.
Good point.
So when they try, they can never do it, and then you slightly bend it or arch it, and then it has no choice but to land on its side.
Just won $10. Ha ha.
Exactly.
Rich, appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mark and Brian. And one of these days, I know you guys like magic. If you want to go down to the Magic Castle sometimes, I'd love to send you down a pass or take you as a guest sometime. But you guys are fun. Like I said, I've been a big fan for many, many years, so I really appreciate being on the show.
Thank you, Rich.